Hello and welcome to IDHub. In this video, I'll show you how to use our saved and shared list feature. To begin, we'll log in with our organization name, and we'll go ahead and log in as Tyler. Tyler is a basic user within IDHub who has no managerial or administrative permissions. Tyler is going to compile a list of applications and entitlements and share with another user. To do that, we'll go ahead and navigate to his My Profile page by clicking on the My Profile button from his dashboard. And here we can see all of his basic details. Who his manager is, his location, his department, things like that. And then we can also see his access, what applications, entitlements, and roles he has access to. Looks like he only has these 3. So moving on, Tyler is going to compile a list to save and share. So we'll go ahead and navigate to the search catalog page where we find all of our applications, entitlements, users, roles, and service requests. So we'll start with applications, and we'll go ahead and add these 3 applications to the cart by clicking on the plus icon here. Okay, so we added 7 Geese, AWS, and CCNB. We could pull up our cart details and see them here. And then we'll go ahead and move to the entitlements page. Entitlements are connected to applications. So for instance, 7 Geese application, if we needed to be an admin, we'd go ahead and add this entitlement as well to be an administrator for 7 Geese. And I want to show you a feature here, which is pretty neat. So if we scroll down and we add the Feedly user and the Intuit QuickBooks user entitlements to our cart, we can see that they've been added here. So we have the 3 applications and 2 entitlements. Notice how the applications for these 2 entitlements, Feedly user and Intuit QuickBooks user, are not shown here. But once we click proceed, IDHub is smart and it knows that you'll need the connecting applications for those entitlements. So here's our Feedly user entitlement and our QuickBooks user entitlement. So it automatically adds the connecting applications as well, which is really neat. And that's not only for the save and share feature, but it's also for requesting applications and entitlements. So let's say your user added this entitlement solely to the cart, thinking that's all they would need to have access to that application and entitlement. IDHub is smart and it will add that connecting application automatically, which is excellent. So continuing on with our save and share list. So we've compiled a list of these 5 applications and 2 entitlements. And to save the list, we'll just click on this button here, Save List, and we'll go ahead and name it Apps and Entitlements Needed for Project Z. Okay, and so we'll save this list. The items will still be in the cart, which is fine. If this user wanted to proceed with requesting access for these items, he could. In this case, I'm going to clear it because I'd like to show you a couple things. So moving on, we have our save and shared list page right here, and we can see these saved lists. We will compile a list here of any lists that have been saved. So in this case, here's our applications and entitlements needed for Project Z. And we can see that there are 5 applications, 2 entitlements, and no roles added to it. Right now, there's no way to see the breakdown of what's actually on this list unless we click on Request. And once we click on this Request button, all of our items will be added to the cart automatically. So you can see that it automatically adds to the cart, and we can continue with this and move through the process and request access to these, which is real easy. So currently that's the only way that you can see what's on this list. A future release for this feature will include either a drop-down box that will show us a list of the catalog items within this list, or it'll pop it'll populate a right-hand panel, which will give us all of the details of these applications here and entitlements. So that is definitely coming in the future. We don't have that feature now, but our developers are working hard to get that done. Moving on, so that's how we would request the items that are on this list. Now, if we wanted to share these items, we'll just simply click on this ellipsis and click on Share, and we can type in the user that we'd like to share this list with. I'll go ahead and use Charles and just click on the Share button. So again, a future feature for Save and Share would be that along with the drop-down to see line items of the different catalog items within this list, we will also have an indicator on who this list was shared with. Or if the list was shared with me, it'll tell me who shared it with me. So a lot of good features coming up in the future. So now that we've shared this list with Charles, I'll go ahead and log out of Tyler's account, and I will log into Charles' account. And so we can see what it looks like on his end. Now, Charles' dashboard will look slightly different than Tyler's because Charles is a system administrator. So not only does he have access to the user app, like we saw on Tyler's dashboard, he has access to the administrator app where he can go into the back end here and manage all of the catalog items, which are the roles, applications. He can manage email templates and certifications and forms and everything like that, which I have a ton of other videos about that you can watch. But moving on, so we'll move down to this user app. We'll just go ahead into Charles' My Profile page. And you can see all of his basic details and what he has access to. But if we navigate to the Save and Shared list, we can see, if we click on Shared with Me, the Project Z list here. And it's real easy. Again, future we'll be able to show the drop down and have line items for each catalog item within this list. But for now, easy to request. If you just needed to request all this, simply click on that request button. Everything is dropped into his profile here, and he can continue on and request access for these. Or if this list was no longer applicable, then Charles could simply remove it. If he needed to share it, he could also share it as well with another user, which is awesome. So, but in this case, we'll go ahead and just remove it. So you can see what that looks like. Little pop up here. Are you sure you want to remove this? Yes, I do. And the list goes away. So it's pretty neat. And again, we have some neat features that are coming up within this that our developers are working on currently to enhance this feature. So for now, that's really all about our Save and Shared list feature. I encourage you to check out some of our other videos about adding applications, adding new users, creating certifications, all kinds of stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Take care.